Hello everyone, my name is Rdub. This is Rdub's gaming channel, and we're here today with a Paladins video. So yesterday, Paladins had an update, and they released a new character, Seris. I believe that's how you say it. Seris. Now, Seris is a support hero, and I've gotten the pleasure of playing a few games with her, a few versus AI, and a few versus actual players. And it is safe to say that I am loving this new character, and today we're going to be looking at the basics, a few build ideas I have, and where I think she fits into the game, what kind of roles she can play, and the kind of things she can kind of flex to take care of. So, to start off, let's go through her legendary cards real quick.
Inara.
Oh god, that is...
Seris.
Seris. So, legendary cards real quick. We have Agony, Mortal Reach, and Soul Collector. Now, Agony applies to her Rend Soul ability, which allows you to stun people with the maximum amount of charges. Mortal Reach is definitely a heavy support card where you get 3 times the range on your heal and increased duration. And Soul Collector is more of a survivability perk, I guess you could call it, where your soul charges grant you more maximum HP, up to 16% in total. So, her basic skills, her basic attack is Soul Orb, where it has a base of 12 ammo, and it fires orbs of darkness basically at your opponents. They are fairly slow moving, so you definitely have to lead your targets, and they apply stacks of essentially basically you're banking damage to activate with Rend Soul, which detonates all the soul charges and deals 100 damage per charge. And so this ability is also her self-heal, where Rend Soul, when she uses it, the damage done, 15% becomes healing. Oh, never mind, 15% of your maximum life. Oh my goodness. So, it doesn't take a lot of stacks to give you a pretty big heal on yourself, so she has some good sustain. Even in a one-on-one fight, you can get the stacks up, and as you get lower, you can heal yourself up with Rend Soul and do damage to your opponent. Restore Soul is her main healing, and that's kind of why she's a support class. It is restore the soul of an ally, and it heals for 1,000 health every second for 2 seconds. So you get a 2,000 health heal every 5 seconds for a single target. You cannot switch targets, and it's a channeled ability, so you will not be able to use your attacks while it is active. Now, the last thing is her evasive ability, Shadow Travel, where you essentially become invulnerable and can't be targeted or CC'd for 5 seconds. And this is really nice because as far as countering goes, this really counters Sky when you have it up. So if you have Shadow Travel up and Sky comes at you, usually she can basically one-tap healers, like the poison darts and then the subsequent ammo from her dart gun will more often than not kill a healer outright if she can get the jump on you. So this allows you to kind of negate that and then turn around right away to counter. You can cancel this ability before the 5 seconds is up by hitting the ability button again. Finally, her ultimate basically is Convergence, where it is a core, the core of her little doohickey there, gets thrown on the battlefield, and after a delay it sucks everyone into the center. It's a very tight clumping, but doesn't last very long, so you really have to time it well. It's very good for moving teams off a payload or distracting them or getting them together for an ult or AoE damage, such as Tyra's Flame Grenade. Flame Grenade? I think it's called that. I don't know. So those are her basic skills. I've come up with a couple loadouts I think are really good. I have another one in my head as well that I might cover later on, depending on how well it goes. But to start off, this is the Wraith healing build I've made. So it focuses on you healing a target and then Wraith forming to move faster to get out of harm's way, and being able to heal another target right away upon exiting Wraith form. And this is just a chain cycle because of Fade to Black. So this restore, when you heal your allies, your cooldown on Shadow Travel, your invulnerability period, decreases by X seconds every second while channeling. Right now I have it at stacks 3. So it's about 1 second every second while channeling. So this drops the cooldown a lot of your invulnerability period and really helps you to move around the battlefield when combined with Dark Whisper, which I have upgraded to 3 as well. So I have 60% increased movement speed while traveling in shadow form, while shadow travel is active. Additionally, for some self-sustain, especially if I'm diving to get a heal on, say, a flanking character, I use Blood Pact, where it gives me a whole ton of health per second when I'm healing. It gives you 140, which isn't too much when you're thinking about it, but if you think about what the target's going to be, is like you're appearing out of nowhere from shadow travel. So they're going to be focused on your flank character, then you're healing them. Even if they get some chip damage or some AoE damage on you, you're healing right through that, and you can always detonate soul orbs if you have them for more heals. The fourth perk, or card I've chosen is Veil, which reduces the cast time of shadow travel, because there's a small window where you are casting it. So I just wanted to decrease it by a little bit to make sure that it was more of more to be able to be used as a panic button, I guess you could say, which is really nice. And then finally, Wickedness, where I reduced the cooldown of Ren's Soul by 1 second, and this was more of like a tech choice because I had something else. I can see right now. I had Dustwalker on before, where it reduced the cooldown of shadow travel, but I felt like if you're using this build effectively, that doesn't matter because of Fade to Black. So I decided I'm going to reduce the cooldown on my my damage and heal for myself, my heal for myself and damage against enemies, to make this less of a 100% support build. It is very high on the support, and I would recommend this build in teams where you have some communication or you have a few friends with you, because you really need to be able to get around and get those heals off, and being able to communicate with your team is really important for that. So, the second build I have is more tailored towards being self-sufficient, I guess you could say. So this is where if you don't have a great team, you can kind of deal with stuff yourself. So what I have on it is the Fade to Black again for the reduced cooldown on shadow travel, just because it is a very useful ability, and chances are you'll be able to heal someone during the game. Blood Pact again for the self-heal while healing. Again, Wickedness to reduce the cooldown on the damage and the self-heal. And Umbral Gate is just for general movement speed, so if any enemy is affected with a soul charge, so if you've hit any enemy in the past like 3 seconds, you have a lot more movement speed, which I find to be very, very helpful, especially for a support to kind of be evasive. And then finally, Ren's Soul heals you for 32% more. So that's huge. So basically, if you have a few stacks on someone and they have almost killed you, you can detonate Ren's Soul and be at full health, and they've already taken damage. So you're at a huge advantage in that regard. Definitely the shadow travel here has to be used a bit more carefully, but at the same time, this is more of like a hybrid healing damage build. It's more of a self-healing build, really. I'm thinking of making a tanky damage build and then having the healing as secondary, but that I'll get into in maybe a different video if you guys want to see it, or just on my own and let you guys know how it goes at some point. So these are the main ideas behind Seris. I can't talk. So what I want to touch on really quickly is where I think she fits and how I think you can tech her. So I think she fits as not a primary support, because her big heals are single target and self heals, and those are really, really, really good. But I feel like things like Pip might have better AoE heals. Well, they have AoE heals, so they're better. But I can see her being used really well with frontlines tanks, and especially more aggressive damage characters, because you can sit behind them and heal them for a ton, and then go in and help do damage, etc., etc. But she very much is a more self-sufficient healer. She doesn't really need to heal herself from someone else, so that's really, really good to play as. And she can do some considerable damage if you build her correctly. Now, the big thing, I think, is she counters a lot of flank characters that try to go for picks on supports. So Maeve, Skye are really, really easily countered if you have your Wraithwalk up, or shadow travel. Sorry, not wraith walk. Shadow travel up. I'm thinking of Grok, I think. So that is a very, very useful talent to have as a support. So I think she'll see a lot of play in matchups where flankers such as Skye are picked, because she's a very good counter to that, because she can essentially negate all the poison damage, come back out, and start healing herself by doing damage to that flanker if they don't get out. Additionally, I think she is really good for blanket firing with her weapon. I don't think her weapon's the best for single target DPS necessarily. I think the way it goes is more of a consistent damage as opposed to a burst damage. Like, some supports do have burst damage, but I think she is not exactly one of them. Like, if you need it, yes, you have the 4 charges, you get 4 hits on an enemy that's really close, but it's really hard to get those hits if they're farther away because your orbs are so slow. So I think she's very much a closer range support, and her kit is really tailored towards staying in the battle, being a nuisance to the other team, and being hard to kill because of all of her self-healing, and making your tank or whoever else really hard to kill because of your healing itself. So those are my thoughts on Seris. There is some gameplay here. I will primarily be using the one against players so that it's a better representation of how she plays against other people. I may include some of the AI stuff if it's a good showcase of how she plays. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. My name has been Rdub. This is Rdub's gaming channel. Leave a like if you like the Paladins content, if you want to see more or you want to talk more about Seris. Leave a comment down below. I love answering questions about it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on loadout skills and what kind of cards you think are the best for her. I went through at least 6 or 7 of them here, but what cards you think are her best cards, and what builds you think may be the most potent. And subscribe if you like the channel. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. My name has been Rdub again, and I will see you in the next video. Meow.
There's Scott somewhere.
Keep going.
I will pass.
You're good.
Wow. Wow. Lex's ult is trash if you don't have under 65%. Because Seris just healed for like all of her health.
Yep. Yo, she heals for so
and
much.
Then, wow, let me hit
Maeve
her with
behind
my
me.
ult, she healed. What?
There was a Maeve behind, but she's out. She's right here.
Oh, she's right here.
Nice. Let's move.
Right here.
I'm gonna get Fernando healing.
Androx is one shot. Sky's right here.
Where are you? Oh, there you are. Wait,
Dropping
I can
down
heal
high,
you.
Sky.
Oh, good. I got healing on you.
Sweet. I need to back out real quick.
Yeah, I can shadow out too. I'm following you.
30 seconds.
Ying back there. Maeve right here.
Yep. Got her.
Nice. Ying.
Healing. I don't have healing right now.
Ying?
But I have 3 seconds on my heal, then I can heal you.
Remaining.
Got heals on you.
9,
Trying to get their Seris.
7,
She just
Yin's right here.
4, 3,
She's low.
2,
On the payload.
Ying's dead. Maeve.
over.
I got healing on you.
Androx.
Go. I got healing. I no longer have healing for you.
Androx back the way. He's coming around the back of you. Further look out.
I'm healing
And
Fernando.
Maeve. Maeve's here.
I can't heal you. I'm low.
Maeve's one shot. Maeve's low.
The ticker was not even. Oh, no thank you.
Androx ult.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm coming over to you.
I'm coming to deal with the Ying up here.
Yep.
I will pass judgment.
Nice.
Ying's dead.
Yep.
Nice healing.
Maeve is behind on our Cassie.
Yeah, I heard Maeve.
Or on our Pip, rather.
Popping.
I got our
Nice.
Pip fully healed. Oh man, this heal is silly.
Up top, Androx.
Yep.
Down low, Sky. She's coming around back. So is Androx.
Got heals on you.
In front of y'all.
Oh, I don't have heals on you.
Androx and Ying back here with me. Okay, you're back here.
Yep, go. I got heals
Pushing
on you.
Ying. Oh, that's the wrong Ying.
It's fine, it's fine. She's right here.
Oh, Ying's behind me.
Get wrecked.
Get her.
Down.
Yep, nice.
I'm going back to the
Alright,
team to heal.
Let's get back with the group. I'm working on that Maeve.
Oh, get healed.
Through the darkness, baby. Oh, Seris.
Yep. It's okay, I'm invulnerable. Don't worry about me.
Wow, I can't hit. Oh my god.
Get wrecked.
Her
Like,
damage
if I can
mixed with her
heal,
healing is
if I can
awesome.
heal, everyone wins. Like, I just healed all of my health by hurting Androxus.
Alright, I'm coming back in.
Yep, Ying behind. And Maeve.
Coming in up top. Ying and Seris up. Seris is behind y'all.
Yeah, don't worry.
Seris went shadow
I'm
walk.
coming to you. Oh, nice
Maeve down.
shot.
Ying's dead. I don't know where Seris is.
They're all over on the payload.
There's left. Oh, nice pull.
Yeah.
Oh, she shadow walked.
Stay near, what's his name?
So who are the snipers?
Came around back. I'm working on her.
Yeah, I'm healing. I have
She's
no
dead.
more healing. I'm coming. Over. Who are the snipers? Cassie, Canessa, and oh, that was
Nice.
ridiculous.